Not so fast. Hat lady, it's been like 2 weeks. What do you mean not so fast?
You made a video about me.
Correction. Unlike you, I didn't make a video about you. I made a video about what you said. Let me remind you.
There was an ICE raid here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana that I'm actually not mad about.
I really don't want to make this video, not for my sake, but for yours, because this is going so poorly for you that I feel bad for you. Honestly, I've never been tagged in a video that I can't see so many times in my life with all the comments being so positive about me. This is unprecedented. And instead of talking about the situation, you being insensitive and celebrating the fact that, Asian women were being detained by ICE, instead of continuing to that conversation, you decided to go on a full frontal attack of me, which is fine. You're upset, you're hurt, your ego is bruised, I get it. Now, I'm not gonna turn around and make this an attack on you, but I'm gonna address some of the things that you said and, clear the air on some things. First things first, I have never, ever said that I was an activist or an advocate. Ever. I have said that I'm advocating for certain things, but I've never called myself an advocate. Honestly, I don't think I've earned that title. So I've never called myself that. In fact, when people ask me, and they find out I'm on TikTok, they say, "What do you do on TikTok?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just a lady with the phone with an opinion. Sometimes I just want to bring awareness to things that I think are important, or there have been experiences in my life that I think, people can identify with, or, can maybe learn from." But I've never said that, oh, and I cook and stuff, but I've never said that I was an advocate. Ever. So if you want to say that I'm not a good advocate, you can have that opinion. I've never said that I was. I just speak about experiences I've had in my life. And if that resonates with certain groups of people and they can take that information and maybe learn from it, or say like, oh, I never really thought about it that way, I'm going to maybe change my behavior accordingly, I think that's great. I really do. I have no problem with that. And then you tell me that you want me to give you a list of the names of all the sex trafficking victims that I've talked to and worked with?
Make me a list of all the women in your community you have helped. All the women that have been victims of trafficking.
That is really fucking weird, hat lady. That's really fucking bizarre. So no, I won't be providing a list of sex trafficking victims for you. And then you go on to say that I only do this for money and that you want to see my financial records.
How come you don't show how much money you really make online? Yeah.
Ma'am, what is going on? What are you talking about? Have you ever asked another creator to show you their financial records? Like, what are you talking about? What's happening? And yes, I care about earning a living. I have a family. I have children I have to take care of. I have a mortgage that I have to pay. So of course, I do need to make money. But I've never talked about money. I've never talked about how much I make. I've never talked about any of that. I don't think that's anybody's business, including you. And that's a really bizarre thing to ask. That is so strange. And look, I agree with a lot of people in the comments. This is not a time to sow division. So if you have a problem with me personally, fine. But I don't want this to devolve into Asian versus Latino. I don't want that. I want the opposite. I want solidarity among all of us, including all people. Because I think now more than ever, it is the most important that we have a united front, as united as we possibly can be. So if you have a problem with me personally, that's fine. But please don't conflate these two issues together, because I think that's really sending a bad message.